you were asking of flooding. Like here, we don't really have much floods, but the fields has so much water on it. This is the time the field is now supposed to concentrate on the fruitings. All as a result of the drought.
I see.
Those. So the fruitings, you realize that the fruitings on this part is not compared to the fruitings.
Sorry.
The down there, maybe because he has already passed. When you see that, we are hoping to. But like I was saying, let's go towards the far end of the fields.
Okay.
For you to see
what you're talking about.
Yes, what I'm talking about. Yeah. Though it's been affected. You see the moisture level of this side is low. So you realize that the plants are picking up.
Okay.
And it is going on foot. So you see how heavy it is. Yeah. You see the fruities. You get it. You see the fruities. This one is of the same level. Very rare.
How long does it take to mature?
120 days.
120 days.
And July, August, September, October. So it's getting to its maturity. These are the signs when you see soybean fields and the leaves are turning to yellowish. It's sending you a signal that it is getting to maturity, so you should prepare for it. Trying to get access to financing was also a problem because the financial institutions that had approached earlier to see what they can do to invest in my processes was seeing my processes as risky. Northern Foods and Agricultural Complex Limited is located at Vitin Estate, closer to the residence of the former Vice President of Ghana, Alhaji Aliyu Mahama, and adjacent to N.O.F.A.C Blessed Home. You can reach us. Our contact information is on our website, which is www.nofacgh.com or www.N.O.F.A.C.G.H.com, or you can call us on +233 242 259027. Riyad, and I'm the founder and CEO of Northern Foods and Agricultural Complex Limited, aka N.O.F.A.C.
Okay.
We are into the agribusiness value chain, which we do production, we do aggregation and processing of various agricultural products. My inspiration into agriculture came as a result of some few years back. There was issues about huge kind of post-harvest losses, and also most farmers not also being adapted to technological development. And as a young person, seeing myself, and I believe that I could easily integrate into the agriculture space. And even at that time, most of my colleagues were seeing it as a business for the aged and not for the youth. It was therefore important as a young person to take the risk, go into it, so that others also see what I'm doing as a motivation to venture into agriculture. The nature of our production, there has been some kind of innovation and transformation from the beginnings. But if you look at when we started as we're into fruits and vegetables processing, where we're doing dry season farming, where we would, during the dry season period, because in this part of the country we only have one season, which is the rainy season. and the dry season. But there was therefore the need to be able to develop an idea in which, once we are into the dry season, fresh fruits and vegetables also be available. So we started cultivating pepper, tomatoes, watermelon. Then we also developed pawpaw plantation using irrigation facilities. Then an idea came about when soya was also into the country. Most of the smallholder farmers also had challenges with access to market. So we saw that we could do much better into that space. So we incorporated the aggregation as part of our business models, which we started aggregating various grains and cereals to major buyers down south, where we created market for smallholder farmers. Then, as we're developing it, we also saw the opportunity to add value. But it's not just adding value to any other product. We saw that it's important to come out with an idea which is health conscious, and also targeting, which is you produce a product which also plays some kind of medicinal values into your customers' lifestyle. Develop innovation into. Because there were other products we did, so we therefore said, let us concentrate on healthy-based products. So we started doing granite oil processing.
Wow.
Then along that line, through research and development activities, we've been working with the University for Development, the idea about adding soya into our production process. So we started doing soybean oil. Then gradually the soybean it became the value proposition of it became the main source of our economic activity.
Wow.
So we're doing more aggregate, but in terms of the production. So there was therefore the need for us to invest more in terms of our technological processes. So we started investing more in our production processes. And gradually, before then, we're also building more networks with smallholder farmers. Then as time goes on, we're also building upon the production units. And by the time we realized, it took us by surprise when we took stock of what we had done with regards to the processing we had gone far.
Okay.
So it got to a point, so we realized we're doing more of the soybean processing. Then also various R&D methods, research together with other research organizations also started encouraging us. Then when you look at the analysis we do on our production processes, we realize that in terms of health conscious, soybean is cholesterol free. Granite has a little bit of cholesterol, but soybean in terms of fatty cholesterol free is 100%. So we, like I indicated earlier, we've been investing more in our technological processes to ensure that we boost on our capacity. That's like the area that we find ourselves in. We are not affected by floods.
Okay.
But the challenge we experienced, like this year, there was drought. A very serious and severe drought, which affected some of our farmers and the smallholder farmers. You will realize that a lot of maize farms were lost. But soybean, some of the soybean fields, though it didn't affect it much, but it has, like in terms of the physical appearance of the crops, but it has affected its yield. Because some of us planted, and immediately we planted, and within the periods that the seeds was about germinating, the drought set in. So these are some of the challenges. Like this year, for example, we've been impacted severely as a result of the drought. So it is going to affect yields. Maize farms have been lost. And you come to the fields, you go to certain fields, and you feel like crying. The whole investment, and you can't recover from it. Well, most young people have challenges with regards to adaptation to new technology and innovations to be able to improve on farming.
Okay.
Those who are very much committed and serious to their production processes end up upskilling. They scale up very faster and quickly.
Okay.
Because one, farming is just like we human beings. If you do not eat the right food, it won't perform any function for your system.
Yeah.
But we also feel like, for example, having access to information and being committed to do the right things.
Okay.
It's not every people believe that the fertilization is too much, but we need to be able to have a blend.
Yeah.
So of being organic and non-organic, and it's all about putting in place adaptive measures and being committed to technology advancement.
Okay.
Well, when I started, I was entering into a space which is occupied by people who are already into the space. One, I faced challenges with regards to liquidity, access to finance, but I had other activities I was doing. So, and I'm the type, I see myself as an entrepreneur, I'm a risk taker.
Wow.
So I invested, like when we started with the irrigation, I invested a lot in the irrigation infrastructure. But in business, I knew that what we are doing within the first few production processes, we will not be able to recover our investment. It will take time till we recover our investments. So I don't invest in something. Trying to get access to financing was also a problem, because the financial institutions that I had approached earlier to see what they can do to invest in my processes was seeing my processes as risky. So they were finding it difficult to invest in my production processes. I had tried to raise finances with my ideas, but most of the agencies I approached were looking at those or business ideas which is already operational. But I was just starting, and it was not guaranteed whether it's sustainable or not.
Okay.
Government interventions is great. The planting for food and jobs is great. It's making strides and impact in the lives of small, but I'm not a beneficiary of planting for food and jobs. Other developmental partners, the USAID, the MEDA, EU, GIZ they're all doing greatly towards alleviating or improving the agribusiness space in the north. Some of us, for example, we're not really getting the direct support that we would have gotten. We take small loans from family and friends to plow back into the business that keep us going. We get some kind of small loans. We are borrowing from farmers, from friends and family to invest in our business.
Wow.
Though others come, there are some few organizations which come to support us. One such organization is Tractors for Africa. And some of the USAID agencies have also offered, but the key game changer is Tractors for Africa. We've worked hand in hand with regards to what we can do to be able to improve on the yields of our farmers. It's a big problem that affects us. The key thing is about we're having operational liquidity challenge.
Wow.
Yes, we are not able to serve our market. We are producing, for example, in terms of our production section, we are not able to produce up to maximum. We are utilizing our capacity between 10 to less than 30%. And it has to do with we don't have the financial muscle to procure raw materials to be able to feed the plants. It's one. The other aspect is price fluctuations. We are in a very competitive business environment. We are competing heavily with those who are doing exports. For example, those who are to supply me my raw materials, smallholder farmers, they want quick cash. They want it cash basis. And exporters, the foreigners who come to compete with us at the farm gate, are offering very competitive pricing. So, and my off-takers also give their product to some of these farmers on credit. Those farmers who are into the poultry and other sectors, because I serve the industrial needs of livestock sector. Because we produce, besides we are working with the smallholder to get the soybeans, we add value to it to create feed.
Okay.
That is the soybean meal, the protein content. Then we supply to animal feed producers or some poultry farmers. My industrial off-takers, they are the people who provide more money, who pay in bulk, but they take it on credit. They pay in a month, which the earliest they will pay is 3 weeks. But the one I'm to pick my raw materials is giving it to me on credit. I give it to my off-taker. So if my off-taker doesn't pay me, I can't get more. But if I was having the needed resources, it means once I'm giving this to my off-taker, by the time, and I have other products, so by the time these funds are paid, you get it. So we are in operation, but it's not the case.
Okay.
The best thing we do, like this year, pricing of our raw materials went up with over 100%. So we had to stop shutdown because you can't even break even. Can't meet your production cost. Already our production cost is high. So the best thing is to shut down. Then try to work when we're in the peak of the season. That's when harvesting starts, because during the harvesting, a whole lot of the raw materials is taken out. So local industries is suffering. And what we do is that through digital devices, some of our smallholder farmers, a farmer can have, they never really had the actual data or the size of their farms. A farmer, before now, a farmer can have like 3 acres and claim it is 1 acre, it's 2 acres. And a farmer can have claim it is 2 acres, which in real and actual size, it is 4 acres.
Is it that they don't know what?
They use a traditional method of, and our legs are not the same. The measurements or the tools with the traditional method is not the same. But we have gotten this digital tools. So you walk around, as you are walking around the size of the farm, it is giving you the right data of the farm. So before you even leave there, you already know the actual size of the farm. If it is 0.1 acres, it tells you the size. So they are aware, and when we're introducing it to the farmers, initially some of them were resistant. It's more than that. You've reduced my farm size. This one, you've increased my farm size. It's not like that. But as time goes on, they have understood it. And working with some of the farmers with regards to soybeans production, a lot of them were practicing broadcasting, like throwing the seed, in which you realize to them, they believe that once you throw the seeds away, you broadcast it, it all settle at one place. And the plants are even struggling for nutrients to be able to grow. So we wanted to tell them that it's good to populate your fields, but the key thing is that you have to use the right and required planting species, which when you use the right planting species, you are assured of the right yields. Like acts of technology, most of our farms are not doing inoculation to be able to neutralize the soil. And a lot of us also don't patronize certified seeds. So we, for example, utilize certified seeds. We also utilize inoculations, use of planters, but using systems that let you practice the right and required good agricultural practices on soya. That's what we have done. And farmers who worked with us on that path, the yields are very great.
Wow.
Due to the systems we have adapted.
That's
Before now, most farmers were using manual tools, but due to technological tools, before we work with you, we would be able to take the right measurement of your farm. So some of the farmers felt when we were introducing those technological processes, thought we have deliberately increased their farm sizes or decreased their farm sizes. And also, a lot of them were not following the right good agricultural practices by doing the right planting distances and processes. Also applying the required nutrients for the fields. Like also try to go with, by utilizing certified seeds, inoculating their fields, and also ensuring that they fertilize their fields. For example, some crops are that you need to be able to have, they already have their own natural nutrients in it. What are they lacking that you have to? If you say fertilization, then you just apply fertilizer. It won't function. The fertilizer will not give you the results. Planting processes by using planters, which gives you the right planting population to an acre, which you can be able to be assured. These are the technical things that we have, new technology we have incorporated in and work with our smallholder farmers, and it is proving greatly. Government project, the Planting for Food and Jobs, is a very good initiative, which it has impacted greatly into the agricultural processes of in the country. If I haven't benefited, it hasn't benefit from net directed, but there are other farmers who have benefited from those schemes, and it has also increased the agricultural production processes. So once it has made great impact into the system, it means I'm a beneficiary, because they will learn something, I also apply it. And you see, government Planting for Food and Jobs have created a lot of opportunities. The yields are great. It has been able to produce a lot of commercial farmers, but the difficulty we experience is that it is benefiting those who are into the export. You see, government will support for the products to be able to create an economy for local industry. But unfortunately, it's rather creating a good economic situation for those who are taking the products outside at the detriment of local industries. Because those taking it outside, because one, Ghana, we are producing non-GMO soybeans, and most of our soybeans are organic, which is something which has got very huge demand outside the country. Local industries adding value to the soya are suffering because we are not able to compete based on the prices that these exporters offer to our smallholder farmers. And once they are offering that, it doesn't also make, because we can't even, our production cost is already high. We can't even make ends meet. So it favors those who are doing export. And thankfully, like you said, government has reintroduced the enforcement of the restriction of export of grains. And it's coming at the right time, where we've also had very severe droughts. Already, the level at which we would have projected to harvest maize has gone down as a result of the drought. The yields of some other grains may not be the same. Rice fields have also, we may not get there. So if government had not intervened to ensure that those products don't go outside the country, it means at that point we will have to be relying on importation of food to feed ourselves as a country. Some of the processes we adapt in our processes, we don't engage in activities which affects the environment too much. We are doing organic processes, and even when, though we are environment, but you can't do farming without plowing services.
Yeah.
So we ensure that we don't allow, in terms of the extraction processes, to affect the environment too much. Besides that, the chemicals, we don't utilize chemicals on our fields, which will have negative effects on the environment.
Okay.
We don't actually use things which are hazardous that will affect the health of the environment.
Okay.
So that is why we use organic fertilization processes, inoculations, which also improves the health and well-being of the soil to the plant. So those are the measures we do, like I indicated. We use certified seeds. When applying, we use inoculation, and the inoculants are very healthy for the soils as well. And the soil, we are also now into production processes which plays major benefit to the health of which is soya. Soil helps the environment, soil improves on the environmental well-being. So that's how some of the things we are in now.
Okay.
The beginning of every 1,000 journey begins with the first steps. We need to take up the action. Let's begin this. It doesn't matter how you start. Just start. You learn and you pick up and you pick up. We started from different angles, and once you are falling, you develop. The key thing is that don't give up. Never give up.
Okay.
Patience and industry is the key. We keep on adding new innovations to our processes. We will continue to do. It is our wish that the next few years to come, we will improve on our production facilities. Then it is also our vision that we are going to add, for us, for example, we taught ourselves that we are not into the business of processing computer, we are into the business, our processing, we are into the business of healthy products. we are looking at to continue to produce goods or food products, which is of benefit to the human being. We are aware about the nutritional benefits of soya to the body, to the heart. We are aware of soya is rich in vitamins, soya is rich in omega. All the nutritional vitamins that lack, soya has it. So we don't see ourselves as into the business of just processing. We are into the space of healthy products. So in terms of growth, we see ourselves like within the next 5 to 10 years, there will be more product development within our health and health development unit, product processing unit. So we won't say processing production unit, but we'll see ourselves as health production units. It is our hope that with some of the technology we are implementing, a whole lot of farmers also adapt to that, which would have positive impact on the environment and soil. It is also the vision, our view that when the time is due, we have a lot of young people, and now young people are now developing interest in agriculture. So it is our vision that in the next 5 years to come, when you are going to talk about young people who are into the agriculture value chain, you will not count less than 100.
Wow.